think red pointing was invented in Germany by Kurt Albert or Wolfgang Gulick. When all the moves had been done on a route, but it hadn't been done in one go, it was given a little red circle, which they drew on the bottom of the rock. Then when someone managed to do the route from the bottom to the top without any rests, they filled the red circle in with a red dot, hence red point. So I thought it'd be helpful before getting into the sort of details about red pointing strategy, just to discuss a few different types of red pointing. We've got easy red points, hard red points, really hard red points, and then lifetime red points. If we look at easy red points, first of all, they're the routes that you fail to on-site. So you've fallen off, you bolt it to the top, you lower down, and then you red point it. Hopefully first go, although it doesn't always go to plan. Then we've got hard red points, which I would say are around about 2 to 3 grades above your on-site level. I'm sort of counting my on-site level around about 8A. I'm not always going to do 8A on-site, and I might do 8A plus on-site sometimes. So I'd define a hard red point as 2 to 3 grades harder than that. So 8B, 8B plus, that kind of grade. Hard red points I would expect to take maybe a few days, few sessions on it. I might get it in one session, or it might take me 4 or 5 sessions, depends on the style of the route. You know, does it suit me or does it not suit me? Then we've got really hard red points, which I would say are 3 to 5 grades above your on-site level. So for me, a really hard red point I would define as 3 to 5 grades above 8A, so that would be 8B plus to 8C plus. So getting close to my maximum red point level. These really hard red points I would expect to take a significant amount of time on, multiple sessions, possibly over multiple seasons. But I would say they are not my absolute limit. I would reserve that for sort of the lifetime red points. These are the routes that, well, I'd say 6 to 7 grades above my on-site level. So probably 9A, possibly even 9A plus. Northern Lights that I've been trying sort of on and off for about 25 years. I've probably spent 100 sessions on it. This is a definition of a lifetime red point for me. It's at my absolute sort of limit, and yeah, as I've indicated, it's going to take me multiple sessions over multiple seasons, and I might never do it. You know, everything needs to go right for you to succeed at your lifetime red points. This series of films about red pointing strategy basically is sort of for the hard red points to lifetime red points. That doesn't really apply to the easy red points. Once you've decided what route it is you're going to have a go at, I think if it's, you know, going to be a really hard red point or a lifetime red point kind of level route, you probably want to talk to other people who have done it. Maybe try and get as much information about the route as possible, watch some videos, you know, learn about the style of the route, the sequences, that kind of thing. Sometimes it is nice to go on a route with sort of a fresh mind, a fresh approach. Maybe go and check it out with a clear mind and then talk to people afterwards. One of the reasons for learning about a route before you go on it and everything is so that you can break the route down into sections. This I think is really important when it comes to working a route, and also when it comes to trying to red point the route. Whether they be the crux sequence or a section of the route in between a rest, or a section to a rest. You know, there'll be obvious ways of breaking the route down. If there aren't any of those, then the obvious sections are just the sections between the bolts. I think breaking a route down into little sections just makes it a lot more manageable, less sort of overwhelming mentally and physically. I like to set myself goals for every day that I go on a route. I want to do the crux for the first time today, or I want to do from the 3rd to the 4th bolt, or the, you know, 5th bolt to the top, or whatever. I like to have all these small goals to set myself to work through. They're like kind of sort of markers, a way of sort of progression, getting better and better on the route. achieving those goals gives you sort of confidence and motivation. You know, that's all going to sort of help towards building confidence for the red point, which is, you know, essentially what you're trying to do. Before I've started red pointing the route, but when I'm at a position where I'm doing bigger and bigger links, I do like those links to finish at the belay, because I think clipping the belay psychologically gives me, you know, a big boost. I don't want to be sort of trying to set myself a link and I fall off just below the belay. That's just like, I feel like that's putting sort of negative thought into my head. Other little things, I think, you know, if there's like a red point crux on the route and stuff, I like to climb through that red point crux when I'm doing links. If I'm not ready to climb through that red point crux and go to the belay, then I'll maybe just say, okay, I'm just going to climb through this red point. My goal now is just to climb through this red point crux to the next bolt, and then I'm just going to hang. I basically don't really want to be falling off my links, powering out, you know, blowing it, because I feel that's kind of just putting a negative thought in my mind.